of my people.
Get over here!
Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to High as Kites Review with highaskitesMike. Today we're going to go over Mortal Kombat. Now, a lot of you guys are not gonna like what I have to say, and I'm sorry, but it's true, and if you listen, you know it's gonna be true. So sit back, listen to me complain about Mortal Kombat and how shitty it is. Hey everybody, how you doing? Hi, as Kites Mike here. This is my first review of Mortal Kombat. I understand that I'm gonna make a lot of enemies making this video right now because the movie was so bad. It was so bad, and I have notes I've taken. Next time I'm gonna have clips and stuff set up. This isn't how I wanted to do it, but sit back, let's smoke a bowl, and let's talk about the stupidity of Mortal Kombat. Now let me get this straight. Mortal Kombat started good. I like the way it started. And there are spoilers in this, so if you don't want to see anything, don't watch the video. There are a lot of spoilers. I enjoyed the beginning of it where Sub-Zero comes and he tries to take care of the family line and they hide the baby and whatnot. And, yeah. The best thing that I can even say about Mortal Kombat is that it was rated R, and the first fight scene was by far the greatest. Yeah. And let me say, I'm going to do a Saturday Night Live thing where Mortal Kombat was neither mortal nor combat, because mortal doesn't fucking matter, because apparently you can die and come back. So Mortal's out, and Kombat because they never had a fucking tournament. And what I don't understand is they had Lord Raiden, which is supposed to be the elder god, right? That's supposed to be in charge of everything, who was a fucking pussy, by the way. You're gonna disagree with that. He was a fucking pussy. He was a pussy. Now let me tell you something. You can't cheat 9 times in a tournament and then on the 10th tournament be like, well, if we win this, we win Earthrealm. So that really got under my craw a little bit. And I was like, this is so stupid. If you can cheat so many times and still do this, it's stupid. It would make a lot more sense if the person who killed Sub-Zero was the son that they locked away into the little thing, but it wasn't. It was Scorpion, who was the guy who killed at the beginning of the movie. It makes no fucking sense. No fucking sense. Like I said, the only good part of the movie was the first fight scene. And amazing, what's her name? Say I'm not good with names, and what's her name? Sonya Blade, whatever the fuck her name is. She's a nobody. Nobody. And then, if you kill somebody, you get this ringworm of, Mortal Kombat. So, they might want to put some fucking ointment on that shit. I don't understand what the ringworm part of all that shit was. The chick with the mouth, she was pretty cool. Although, did you notice they always have to make the women fight the women? I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a sexual thing. I don't know if men like seeing that. I don't know, but they just had to do that. Are really 2 cool parts of the movie, and let me tell you what they are. And it's one of them, and it's Kano wins. When he goes, Kano wins. That was pretty cool, even though he was a dick. And then when he was like, get over here, those are the only two fucking scenes that needed to be included in that goddamn movie. Raiden's a pussy. Did I mention that? Because Raiden is a goddamn pussy. And then the thing with the fucking I was talking to my wife the other day. The thing with the forearms. The dude. I know y'all know names better than I do, and you guys are like, oh, you don't even know the fucking names. What hand does he jerk off with? Is it the top hand? My wife said no because it looks like it would be too much to handle. Or would it be a little hand? I don't know. Oh yeah, I wanted to say this. Don't forget, Jats. We had to look this up just to make sure, but Jats is eggs. Do you know what that means? If you don't know what that means, then you've never seen True Blood, and Jax is True Blood. And his name is Eggs in the in the TV show True Blood on HBO, which makes it even worse. And two, when his arms got developed and shit like that, isn't that heavy? I mean, wouldn't those arms be like uncontrollably heavy? Like you wouldn't be like, I don't know if I can do this. Oh man, I don't get it. That ringworm. And why didn't I point this out earlier? You know who Sub-Zero looks like? Sub-Zero looks like Shredder off the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is absurd to me. Okay, here you go. So to get this fucking Mortal Kombat, I'm gonna call it, what did I call it a few minutes ago? A ringworm, because it looks like a fucking ringworm. What if you're driving down the street and you're in your Corvette, and you're like da 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 da, and you go bam, and you run over Jax, right? What if you run over Jax? Do you get the fucking ringworm patch all of a sudden? Are you now in charge of the Earth realm? Oh my god, it makes no fucking sense. None of this made fucking sense. And then to top it off, I know I'm giving spoilers away, but he waited 6,000 years to kill this guy. What year was this? It was 1400 and something when they killed his wife and his family, and he's like, remember this face. And then he was like, at the end of it, you're like, do you remember this face? And what if you would have been like, I don't remember that face. It was still terrible. It was terrible. It was cool when he did the thing. It reminds me a lot of this, and I'm going to do a whole thing on Batman, Joker, Suicide Squad, anything DC related, because anytime they ever show Batman, ever show Batman, it's an origin story. Because you always see his mom get killed and his dad get killed outside of that theater. And I hate origin stories. That's why Captain America sucked so bad. Captain America Winter Soldier, awesome movie. You know why? It wasn't a fucking origin story. Even though it was, but it wasn't. And Raiden, it was like he couldn't do anything until he could. Like all of a sudden he's like, I can't do anything to intervene. But all of a sudden, poof, I got a force field. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Raiden was a pussy. Now, did I say that yet? Raiden's a pussy. Whoever cast Raiden, it's terrible job. Terrible job. Because the only thing they did was but blue shit around his eyes and stuff. And Raiden is the shit, man. I used to love Raiden when he could do a whole bunch of fucking shit. Didn't even fight. And the reason I say it was never Mortal nor Kombat, because not one of them fought in a competition. And I understand that was kind of the point, we're going to do this shit and stuff like that. It's so stupid, because Mortal Kombat, the whole fucking video game, what's the point? It's to find the winner to, end Earth or Middle Earth or whatever the fuck they call it. And then how do you cheat 9 times? It's like, do you think that we really did this 9 times? Raiden, one of the elder gods. Who are the other elder gods? Can you someone tell me who the other... Write in the comments if you know who the fucking other elder gods are. Because they only talk about Raiden being an elder god. I don't understand it. It doesn't bother me. Who's the fucking pussy that... Who was the baby who was Scorpion's kid? Look, like I said, I don't know names. All I'm gonna know was he started getting the shit kicked out of him from the beginning of it, and then So you're telling me no one in this home had a gun they could have killed this fucking, was it Sheba or whatever the fuck that forearm fucking thing is called? No one had a goddamn gun in this house. It made no fucking sense to me. No fucking sense. Like I said, let me smoke, let me calm down, and let me look at some more notes real quick. This isn't going to be how this is set up. Normally what I'm going to do is I'm going to have clips that I'm going to show. And honestly, let me tell you what happened. I ran out of time. I got tired. I'm on a new medication. It kind of fucked me up. So it didn't really happen this time. The elder gods. I did write a whole bunch of stuff down. Okay, another thing. Okay. This is a stupid thing, but Jats, right? Do you know what rank Jats was in the military? And he's like, I did 6 tours, motherfucker. He's a major. Okay, first off, majors don't fight like that. Second off, that dude was built, right? I was in the Air Force. I've never seen a major built the way Jats was, right? He's like, yeah. And then like his arm, it's so stupid. I don't understand. The only other good thing that was good about Mortal Kombat was it was rated R and you got to see fucking blood. That was it. And I remember going and buying my ticket when I was a kid and seeing Mortal Kombat for the first time. I even bought that fucking soundtrack. It was like, Mortal Kombat. It was the only song I listened to. Dun, 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 dun. It's the only song I listened to. You too. I guarantee you did it too. I don't understand why. It was... I understand they were trying to go for effects, but they use and then at the end of the movie, I know I'm gonna go back, but you know at the end of it they set it up for another movie, right? They set it up. Well, now I'm going to Hollywood to go find somebody, and then they show a glimpse of who he's going to go find, and this Johnny Cage, which for some reason wasn't in the movie in the first place, which makes absolutely no sense. But you know who should be Johnny Cage, and you're going to disagree with me, and he won't do it because he has way too much money? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is a little pussy too. Although Tom Cruise would be an awesome, what's his name? What did I just say his name was? God damn it. What's his name? It would be cool anyway. Because he's already arrogant. He's already like that. I mean, it would just be hilarious. Let me make sure I didn't find anything else. Also, the cave they were in. The cave didn't make any sense to me. I had to rewatch this movie twice. Twice I watched this movie just so I could do this review. It looks like a set. The fucking walls are moving. It doesn't look like a cave. It's terrible. Whatever location they shot at is terrible, right? I don't... You know what another cool part of it is? And this is the stupidest part. When all the bad guys came in, all the black smoke came in, that was cooler than everything else. Reptile was cooler than everything else. Kano Wins was cooler than everything else. And I go for Kano. I like Kano. Kano's shit. Okay, yeah, okay, here's one thing too. Okay, one thing. I really enjoyed Liu Kang, and let me tell you why. He's even, if you watch the beginning of it, he does that fucking kick thing that is so hard to do on the video game. It's like on that, but he only did it one time, and I was like, yeah, it was like an Easter egg almost. Like you had to see it, and honestly, Sonya has nothing but like short cutoffs. Someone needs to just like cut her leg off. If someone would just cut her fucking leg off, what the fuck is she gonna do? Nothing. And they all got 9 blades. Fucking the shit dude with the hat had a blade and cut her fucking face in half. That was cool, by the way. I still think Mortal Kombat, by far, if I had to give it a star rating, let me say that at the end, okay? I'll tell you what my star rating is at the end. Okay, I told you about Jax's arms. They had to be heavy as shit, right? They're like pure titanium and whatnot. And like I said, what happens if someone gets in an accident? Let me see. Reading is powerful. Yeah, for someone to who's like, I'm not supposed to interfere like Raiden did, he interfered a lot. Ending with Johnny Cage. Yeah, just like I said, the ending with Johnny Cage should be Tom Cruise. And you know what? If it's not Tom Cruise, it should be Robert Downey Jr., but not just like Robert Downey Jr., right? It should be like the black Robert Downey Jr. when he was like, what do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? On Tropic Thunder, that would be funny. Jack Black would be funny to see him as Johnny Cage. That's not going to happen, of course, because that's stupid. But that would be funny as hell. And then where did the name Scorpion... Okay, first off, okay. So this guy comes back from hell, which once I said Mortal Kombat is neither mortal nor combat. This guy spends all this time to figure out how to get out of hell just so he can kill Sub-Zero. And then he comes out and he's like, I'm no longer Bokan or whatever the fuck his name is. I'm Scorpion. Like, how long did it take to think of that fucking name? And why Scorpion? What the fuck does that have to... Because he has that thing? The thing doesn't even sting. There's no poison on it. There's nothing that it does. He's just like, oh my God, I can't even talk. I'm Scorpion. It's like, do you remember this face? I wouldn't remember that face. If you killed that many people, you're going to remember that many faces. So stupid. And what's giving them all these goddamn powers? What's so special about these people who've been chosen to fight? By whom? Who chose these people to fight? Whether you're in the Underrealm, if you're in the Earth Realm, who chose these goddamn people to fight? And why? Why is this the choice? This is just bad. Bad all the way around. I have a lot of like messing up things. Let me see. I wrote Raiden's a pussy like 9 times. Raiden's a pussy. Yeah, okay, so the movie started in 1697. They killed this man, Bokan, or whatever, I don't know if that's whatever. They killed him in 1697. So from 1697 to whatever fucking year this is, I guess it's 2021. I don't know if they even talk about it, but they wait that long to like fucking... For him to... It took him that long to get out of hell. How did he get out of hell? Come on. And another thing, if... it was Kano, Sonya, and I get Cole, or whatever the fuck his name is, and he's never He's never jumped out of an airplane before, but he's so calm about it. He's like, of course I do this shit every day. And then Kano like kicks him out. You kick me out of a goddamn plane and I've never parachuted before and I'm scared to death, I'm killing your fucking ass. And when I mean killing your ass, I'm gonna stab you in the goddamn throat. While you're asleep, because there ain't no way you're gonna see me come. In conclusion, this is gonna be a short one. I'm not gonna fight over it. This is not how I wanted to do the video. I'm sorry if you watched it and you disagree, which I'm sure everybody who's watching this disagrees. Please comment. I know you're gonna thumbs down it. I don't give a shit. I just remember these things. Raiden's a pussy. It started in 1697 somehow. He came back, broke out of hell, killed him, and then that was the fucking end of the movie. So, and now they have to go looking for other people, so they set it up for a sequel. And if I would have went to the movies, if I would have went and I would have spent, oh my God, $14, because I would have bought, 3D or the ones that are huge or whatever. If I spent that much movie for my family to go see that, I would be so upset. I would want to pee in the theater. Don't pee in the theater. That's fucked up. But it would make me want to pee in the theater. And this has been High as Kites Reviews with highaskitesMike. And we just reviewed Mortal Kombat.